There. I know you don't know who I am, but my name is Sarah, and I was a very brief friend of Robert's. I let him be a guest in my home, and in exchange for helping out with the bills, and it went really bad. And now I'm going to have a big lawsuit up against him. And I just wanted his family and friends to know what he's really like. I'm sure a lot of this won't be a surprise to you. You've probably seen behaviors like this before from him, I'm guessing, because he's 45. So he has been sexually harassing me nonstop, calling me all kinds of pet names, trying to take me on dates, trying to hold me and hug me when I'm not a hugger. And every time I explain myself, it stops for like a little bit and then it starts back up again. He goes to rehab treatment when he's not an alcoholic or an addict. He goes there because he can get the free resources. So he went to like the free housing for sober living. He does like the yoga classes, he gets the free bus passes, any kind of other goodies over there. And then the biggest reason he's doing that is so that he can meet vulnerable women who are just kind of stepping out of recovery and kind of fragile. So he's finding these vulnerable women, befriending them, and trying to play the nice guy role when really he has other plans for these women, just like he did with me. And that rehab that he did that to is called Another Chance Rehab. He's also threatened violence 5 times against people in my apartment. He's threatened to beat up my boyfriend. He's threatened to beat up visitors. You know, he's military trained and he was in the Marines, is what he says. Then this one's pretty gross. He relieved himself into an empty Gatorade bottle in his room at night one time. And I don't understand that because I have my own bathroom and he had his own bathroom. Lots of privacy, lots of space. And he chose to pee in a Gatorade bottle and leave it on my furniture. And so he went and threw it away after I caught that. And then not long after, when I was out of town, when I told him he had to leave because of his behavior, he decided to vandalize almost everything in here. He stole hundreds of dollars worth of stuff. He stole so much stuff. I'm still finding things that have been stolen because I took pictures of how everything was in my apartment before I left on my trip because I didn't trust him. So I'm glad that I did that so that I can kind of account for how much more has been stolen from me. He peed all over my bed, all over my autistic 10-year-old daughter's bed, and all over our couch. So when I first got back in town, I had to sleep on like a tarp on the floor with like a few blankets for the first few nights. I still don't have beds yet. I'm still not sleeping in a bed. This is very unfair. I was trying to help someone that was homeless and hungry, and I was already pet sitting his cats. So it made sense at the time to let him in. And I've always struggled myself, and I have a lot of people that have helped me in the past. So I was just trying to pay it forward to somebody, and I guess it backfired on me, and I take responsibility for that. However, there's going to be a very large lawsuit coming. I wanted to inform the family. In case he blocks me, he owes me a lot of items and a lot of money. Will I ever see it? Probably not. Gonna have to go the legal route with my lawyer and everything. And then when you talk to him about this, he's gonna say that I am crazy, that I am abusive, that all of it is nonsense, and he'll even maybe show you screenshots of messages between me and him. But he edits the way the screenshots are because he did it to my friend. So he'll crop things out to make me look more bad and him look good. And it's very obvious with that, the editing and all that. But yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. But there's going to be a lot more things on the internet about this whole situation because I documented everything. So I figured I'd give you a heads up before you just start seeing him pop up on YouTube or something, you know? Or I mean, me talking about it on YouTube or something. But yeah, have a good day.